Welcome to the Colliers Conversation Series. My name is Tyler Dolan, Managing Director of Vancouver Island and the Okanagan. With COVID impacting our lives in so many different ways, we thought we would take some time to share with you what we're seeing here in the real estate market. Today with me is Grant Evans, an investment specialist. Grant, how are you today?
Good, thank you.
Good,
Thank you, Tyler.
good. Hey, one thing you may not know about Grant is he has 26 years of experience here in the local investment market. You must have seen a lot of changes in Victoria over the years. More specifically, you take a look at some of these changes. What effects has COVID had on our local marketplace?
Yeah, Tyler, thanks. I have seen a lot in my 26 years in the investment side, and last year was a very unique year because of COVID. And if you go back to 2019, Victoria had its record year in terms of volume of investment sales. So quite impressive. But you look at 2020, which was even more impressive. We broke that $1 billion mark again, and the number of transactions were up. So quite contrary to what a lot of people thought in the market in Victoria.
Wow. So what, Grant, do you think is fueling the investment into the Victoria market?
Yeah, good question, Tyler. What's driving the Victoria investment market, Tyler? Low interest rates for sure from a macroeconomic perspective. Locally, if you look at Victoria though, we've been viewed as a secondary market for so many years to invest in, and now we're seen as a primary market. The reason why we've proven to be somewhat COVID resilient. In many of the businesses in Victoria, we've been hit in certain areas, but an overall look at the economy of Victoria, we fared very well. So you look at the difference as well in terms of cap rates versus primary markets, we're more favorable. And for all those reasons, investors want to invest here.
So knowing people are investing here, as you and I have discussed before, a number of these people are from outside of Victoria, whether it's the REITs from Toronto as mentioned, or investors out of Vancouver. What sectors were most active when you saw this inward flow of capital?
Yeah, good question. The active sectors were land, multifamily land, industrial land, and that was mostly in the Western communities where most of the growth is happening in Greater Victoria, but also Langford being the fastest growing community in BC. So you have land sales, and then you also have multifamily sales. Multifamily sales were $450 million of that $1 billion plus transactions that happened last year, and over 50% of that volume transaction was from REITs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is out of the investment market, close to 50% of the $1 billion that were achieved in sales were in the apartment.
That's right.
Multifamily market.
Yes.
Wow. Do you think we're going to cool down? Do you think we're going to heat up? Do you think we're going to stay the same? Where do you see investment going?
Looking into a crystal ball, looking at the activity we currently have going into 2021, I'm going to predict we're going to have another $1 billion year in terms of investment volume. And I think the same sectors are going to be busy. Multifamily, land. I even think office will be busy. We're seeing 2 large office transactions happen downtown right now today. That bodes a lot of confidence for the office market. And in terms of cap rates, I think we'll see a bit of compression on the multifamily side, just simply because of the lack of supply and the pent-up capital from REITs that are trying to buy in our market.
Yeah, no, that all makes a lot of sense there, Grant. Thanks for your insights today.
Thank you, Tyler.
I'd like to also thank all of you for joining us here today. If you require any additional information, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or any other Colliers professional. We're definitely here to help. You can also visit the Colliers Canada website, where you will find additional videos, up-to-date market research, and information on other services we have to offer. Thanks again for your time, and all the best.